Alright, how's it going? Today I'm going to be talking about how to make Roman's Eclipse from Too Fast, Too Furious in Midnight Club LA. And one of the more overhated cars that I still don't think deserves the hate it gets. But, whatever. It is what it is. We're 20 some odd years out now. 23, 22. Because it's 2003. 22 years after the movie. And people still don't appreciate this thing. I mean, it's not a beautiful car by any means. And my copy of it doesn't look very great. I'm not doing it perfect justice. I think it looks fine, though. It's a decent car. Eclipse Spyders are not decent cars overall, but I think it's just a decent car in the franchise in terms of what it means and whose car it was. So here's the rims. DS02 Blades. I need to put my glasses on because I cannot see if that's an M or a W, but I think it's a W. Is it? Yeah, it is. So those are the rims. Everything in the front is stock. And, there you go. There's that. Material paint. Chrome, brushed. Dimensions 22, 35, 225. Ride height -1. That's for both rims and tires. We've got the interior here, a Sparco steering wheel. I don't have a gauge. I should put a gauge. And front seats, I don't have the color of his car. It's supposed to be gray on the interior. I didn't really go for it, so why don't we do that while we're in the video here. Okay, neon color is not gray. It's more of a white, to be honest. Yeah, it's like that. Rome, you ain't heard of me? I feel like that's good enough. I don't want to mess with it too much because I don't remember exactly what parts are gray and which parts aren't, but that looks fine enough. So your rear bumper, 4 out of 4. Spoilers, 2 out of 4. Taillights, 3 out of 4. And exhausts are stock. See the side skirts, 4 out of 4. I don't have the scissor doors. You can put them for no reason. Some people like to put them on all their cars. Go right ahead. I should probably show paint first, shouldn't I? Paint. And I mean it's a purple. So you pick the. Well, I don't have it, but purple. You can try and copy that purple as close as you want. It's like almost a purplish blue. Pearlescent, all parts, no fade. Now let's get in. So this is the hardest part, and this is tedious, takes time, is very annoying, and it takes 42 vinyls. But yeah, you just flip a bunch of squares. Let me see if I can explain this without. So you move these little squares here, and you create more squares by doing, I think it's probably 20 down and 20 across. So, but it looks like hundreds because it is. It ends up being hundreds of squares. You wouldn't have enough vinyls otherwise, but you just have to do that repeatedly. You can see all of the vinyl, they go all the way. Let's get one of the ones going down to show right there. So you just do that repeatedly until it looks like this, all the way down to the front grille here. And it looks passable. It doesn't quite look like the perfect hood of this car, but it's as good as it's going to get with the vinyls you're given in this game. And now you're on to the Z, which it's tough. This whole car is a lot tougher than I thought it was going to be. So you use a semicircle, a red semicircle in there, so you can see it's a full red semicircle. And you're going to use another gray one underneath it, so it looks like a little thin red line going between it. You're going to extend the semicircles going this way down here. So you can see it's a big semicircle for the most part. Got a red one. So you can see what I'm doing here. You're using the red ones in the middle to be the Z, and the white is the outline of the Z, or the gray, I should say. But in order to do that, you have to do 3 circles per part of the, one covering each side, so the red isn't sticking out too much. And then obviously here you use a purple semicircle, or else be sticking out like that, and you don't want that. So use the semicircle there to make it look more like a Z. Then up here, use another semicircle, another semicircle, and you're getting the gist here. And that's just to cover up some of the other parts because I have OCD and I don't like, yeah. I need to fix the top of that Z there where they're all sticking out like that, but it's not really a priority. And you put another semicircle in the middle there, or else there'll be a triangle sticking out like that in the middle. You don't want that. And another one to give it a little more shape. And is that another one? Yeah, so another one to give it even more shape. Otherwise, like I said, it'll just be a big triangle in the middle and it doesn't look right. So over here, you got a big square to just cover up this whole area. And then, of course, a semicircle in the middle. And then semicircle covering the top. And a triangle there, actually, because it wouldn't work if you were using anything else. Another triangle to cover up some area. Another triangle right here. Square to cover the whole front of the car. It looks like a different gray that I used on the sides and the front. Oh well. Like I said, this car is very imperfect. I made it a lot faster than a lot of my other cars. Right there, you just put a little bit of that there, otherwise wouldn't be sticking out properly. And now it's putting the checkered flag here all over. I put another one right there to cover up the rest, another semicircle. Some more checkered flag. Basically, you just spread them across the entire front portion of the car until the front of the back wheel here. Some of them are more faded than others, so again, it's personal preference. It doesn't look perfect in just like his car. This is just the way I wanted to make this, so if you want it to look like mine, you go ahead and make this. Bomex, TIS, RK Sport. You can put whatever ones you want down the bottom. As long as they're white, then they're just like the side decal or side vinyl from the movie. And I think there isn't any on the rear bumper. And the front bumper, you just use one square there to cover the front. And you've got yourself Roman's Eclipse from Too Fast, Too Furious. Now, like I've always said, if you want to do the tutorials for my cars and you follow them properly, you have to go basically frame by frame. Slow them down. YouTube gives you that capability. So slow it down. And if you have any questions, you want me to do a really in-depth tutorial, I can do those. It's just I really don't feel like people want to sit through 40-50 minute videos of me making these. They just won't get any interest. So I hope you enjoyed. I will definitely make more tutorials and Midnight Club videos, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.